Hey, I'm Duke on Twitch. If you want to support the channel and greensunzenith.com, you can find my Patreon, merch store, and singles store where you can buy singles through TCG Player or Card Hoarder in the video description. If you want to get in contact, you can also find all that info in the description below for things like donation deck lists or just wanting to reach out. Alright, let's get right into it. Hey, welcome back to Dukes on Twitch and to the fourth iteration of the Green Sun Summit. This is a quarterly event I host with 7 other Legacy players and or Legacy content creators and explore the non-blue fields of the format. Just like my previous guests, my fourth guest doesn't need an introduction, but for those of you who don't know who they are, Mark is the Maverick himself. He's been championing and pioneering the deck for longer than I've been playing the format. He's everything you want in a community member, active in the Maverick Discord, and has some fantastic finishes to his name. There's not much else to say, so let's introduce Mark. Welcome, and what do we have in front of us?
Hey, good to see you. By the way, happy to stand in for Mapson, who will be there soon. So Mapson fans, don't wait too long. We have Punishing Saga Maverick. This is a list that I think is kind of proven at this point, at least pre-Bowmasters. Big shout out to Harry1232 and a few other players for giving this a shot, including yourself. But Harry, I think, has the best results in a major event with it, which is a top 8. And was it the 20K or Star City 10K or whatever that was? I think it was a 10K. So
is that the one where you
the
came 11th?
list here? I got 11th. Yeah. I got 11th. He got he lost in the in top 8, but he has a pretty different take on things. This was before he was playing, but I think before 4th came out. And also he wouldn't dare touch Enlightened Tutor. Okay. So yeah. But with that being said, this list here is a little bit of a funsy at the moment. You'll see the 2 Comet Stellar Pup in the main deck. A more mature adult would probably play more Endurance in the main deck, but it's dog time. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say Comet is a very interesting planeswalker because you really don't know what you're going to get. A lot of the time, you're going to get something that's actually pretty good. I'm not too sure if there really is a bad hit other than potentially doming your opponent when you don't have other pressure to go with it.
Pretty much Lava Axe, more or less.
There we go.
Yeah, so Lava Axe would be the downside. I think the funny thing about this card is just the other day I rolled 11 times on turn 3. So
okay.
Yeah, I screenshotted it and
nice.
It was an unwinnable game, and then I played Comet, and then I won the game. So it had like 19 loyalty. I rolled 5 6s, and I think nearly every other roll was make squirrels. I'm pretty sure it was a glitch.
Wow.
It sparked a community discussion. Shout out to many of the members there, but I think especially Dave Fisher, who I think he made like a Python script to try to calculate the likelihood. It's like a scenario, and yeah, super cool. And it was definitely like a less than like 0.2 chance, 0.02 chance or something like that. It was super low for you to roll like 11 or greater, something crazy like that.
I'm very happy to hear that the Maverick community has their own Frank Carsten.
Yeah. I it's just like kind of beyond me. Like I think the the fact that the sixes have to be close together is what makes the probability hard, because your first roll has to be a 6, and then like shortly after you have to like string some sixes together. So it's not just like the math for like what are the chances of rolling 5 dices or a 6 or something like that. It's different math. It's crazy. That's the dog.
Nice.
Fourth. Do you want to touch on that, or do you want me to touch on that?
You can go. Yeah, I think most people would be known for seeing fourth in sort of Jeskai builds of control as a finisher. Some of the red white initiative decks, and then obviously here, which makes a lot of sense as a finisher. Like we have a lot of mana, and it's like another way to pump a lot of mana into it. In a version with things like Punishing Fire and Swords, we have a lot of ways to protect the Monarch. Obviously, our creatures are big, whether that's Knight or potentially Saga tokens. It seems like a pretty good fit.
It is, I'd say. I think you probably want 1 or 2 somewhere in most cases. Again, Harry is kind of on new stuff, and a lot of people don't like jamming the list that I play. And Harry's, I think, kind of really was one of the ones who was playing this kind of deck. So anybody else, including you, take a whack at it. Let me know what they think. But fourth is a card that you read, and it's really good. And turn 1, you have a lot of ways to cast it. Not turn 2, rather, a lot of ways to cast it. And I just think on that, it's just a very good card. It's awkward with Bowmasters in the meta, though. And that's why you're seeing the halflings there. I do not like halflings, but I think they are a necessary evil.
Yeah.
So with that, 6 planeswalkers.
Yes.
To make that.
One interesting thing that I found with Halfling was that on Friday I played with Pleasant Kenobi playing Abzan, and we played a Delighted Halfling as a tutor target that was mana acceleration through Bowmaster. And a lot of the time it didn't allow us to double spell because of the spells in hand not being legendary. And the other kind of funny thing was that we kind of wanted our mana dorks to die so we could play a Fiend Artisan that was bigger than a 1/1. And by having the Halfling in play that couldn't die to a Bowmaster, we couldn't really deploy a Fiend Artisan because then it's the target as a 1/1. Which, yeah, wasn't like a situation that I thought would come up, but it came up a few times. But obviously this version doesn't have Fiend Artisan, and being able to play things like Minsc and Boo, Comet, and Wrenn as uncounterable spells is pretty great against some of the like 3 and 4 color decks that we might have a pretty hard time against if we don't get those spells down.
Well said. I definitely understand where you're coming from on sometimes wanting other cards to die to Bowmasters. I think the big thing is kind of what you were saying, where like you had other X1s. When your dorks are your only X1s, it's more enticing to get rid of them. But I will say Sylvan Library is another downside, but I think it's a necessary evil. What is kind of shocking here is you can imagine Once Upon a Time in here. Okay. I could also back up a little bit, but thank you, Mavson. So Sylvan Library, I think, is kind of like a necessary evil in this deck. And Bowmasters kind of beats up on Sylvan. If you were to try to run Once Upon a Time, you have 12 creatures in this kind of build. So not, a very easy thing. So I think the next best option is Sylvan. On top of that, no Moloch is kind of infuriating right now because there would at least be one of them in there, and that's a very good card to battle Bowmasters.
Yeah, it is really tough because I think it's great to all be on the same front when it comes to the cards you can play, and to speak to a player who might be like, hey, I have a event coming up. What do you recommend? And it's like, oh, you should play this. And it's like, oh, I'm playing online. I can't play that card. Or it's like, oh, I'm actually playing in paper. Can I play Morlock? It's like, where do I fit Morlock? It's like, oh, okay, well, yeah, like it's I was I said to Vince, it's a little bit like how Pauper used to be, how the ban list for MTGO and the ban list for paper were different. And so the formats were slightly different as well. And I wouldn't say it's come to that in a way that it's like a massive difference, but there's definitely a lot of powerful cards that aren't available on MTGO that, would make it into a lot of lists, at least from a testing perspective.
Yeah, I agree. I think Painter, perhaps the Miracles players. If you're out there, I don't hate you anymore. I'm on your side now. First Triumph of St. Catherine, and anything else that I'm missing. I think that there's that like weird 6-mana graveyard nuke card that I think is really good that Painter could play as well.
Yeah, there's also like the 4-mana one that I think John played in D&T. It gives you a bunch of 1/1s.
It's 4-mana then. Yeah, the artifact. It's
Yes.
that card lost me my winning in. I made a mistake. I'm sure they made mistakes too. Yeah, and you're a jerk, and I love you, Mike. But yeah. So you want to talk sideboard a little bit?
Yeah.
And then we can jump into games.
Yeah. Obviously, from first impressions, this board looks pretty well built around Enlightened Tutor, which is a card we've seen before in Mav from time to time years ago. But it's cool to see you trying it out. Obviously, Enlightened Tutor allows you to search for an artifact or enchantment and then put it on top. So being able to go and find something like a Deafening Silence or a Null Rod or a Canonist, a Torpor Orb, a Needle, a Banishing Light, even a Saga or one of the tokens is pretty sweet. Like I'm sure there's times where it's like I just need life, so I'm gonna go get Shadowspear and then just get in with a massive knight or something. But where did you?
It happens. Go ahead.
Oh, good. I was gonna say, where did you kind of get the tech of Enlightened Tutor?
So this was staple before Thalia was in Maverick. Mostly staple. Much different format than the inspiration to try Enlightened Tutor again, even though I'd been playing Saga for a very long time, was when the One Ring came out and those Turbo One Ring decks became big, and Null Rod became very attractive. At that point, that deck was more of a turn. It could go off turn 2, turn 1, but it was mostly a turn 2, turn 3 deck, and that's where Enlightened Tutor really shines. So the hate suite here would be we'll start with from top to bottom. Pithing Needle has applications against, say, Dark Depths. You probably wouldn't get it against Storm, but maybe if you already have a Canonist out or something, or Deafening Silence, it does have some application there. Also, Sneak Attack. A lot of these cards you bring in, but you don't bring in with Enlightened Tutor. So if we see Death and Taxes, we're going to bring in the Needle, and we're not going to board in the 2-for-1, which is Enlightened Tutor, because it's not a true silver bullet. So it's for the combo. Torpor Orb. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say that's a great point, because I think people might be turned off by Enlightened Tutor being card disadvantage, but when you have targets that are such haymakers, I feel like they're going to have such an impact on the game that the card disadvantage isn't going to become necessarily relevant. Canonist or Deafening Silence against some sort of Storm deck, or Needle against a deck that is on Dark Depths, or making sure that if you are playing a card like Enlightened Tutor, the targets are just so good that the card disadvantage isn't necessarily something to take into consideration.
Couldn't have said it better myself. That's perfect. Torpor Orb is a newer addition. Thassa's Oracle. Those decks especially.
Yeah, especially in
Um,
this build where it's only endurance that is our ETB. Like, there's no Night of Autumn, there's no Stoneforge Mystic. Doesn't really hit us, which is great.
exactly. So it has a lot of application there. The good thing is we're running endurance, but against Thassa's Oracle, they can't win with Thassa's Oracle until they remove Torpor Orb, which would then turn on your endurance.
Yes, nice.
Deafening Silence, I feel like I'm losing an argument from 2019 where I said, or whatever year that came out, and I said I don't want to run it. But I am running it here because it's Enlightened Tutor. So I think it's worth it in this build. I previously don't like Deafening Silence because I feel like if you're playing Punishing Maverick, you probably should just concede the storm. Bryant, Cook, and Tony and Mike, you guys are jerks, but I like you.
That's always
Yeah,
an interesting topic because I find sometimes Mindbreak Trap is a necessary evil, but I'm also willing to concede the matchups that Mindbreak Trap's going to be good in, sort of the turn 0, turn 1 combo decks. But when you're playing leagues, especially, there's a lot of combo. So you're nearly in a position where you just have to play it because you don't want to, lose 3 of your 5 matchups every single league just because you're, not respecting these decks. But I can see the same sort of thought of Deafening Silence, where it's a case of, just kind of taking on the chin if your opponent does have an early win.
exactly. Like, I think that Beseeched deck, is that what it is?
Yeah, but Teach the Mirror, this card.
That one, yes. That card, I think, makes Deafening Silence a little bit more attractive. I think this deck is probably more of a turn 2 kill you deck. They probably have turn 1 hands, but the I don't like the Call Storm by their name. It's Rite of Flame and Chromox versus Cabal Ritual and Discard. Tess and Ant. I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant right here. Okay. I thought, okay, Ant, ad nauseum tendrils. Well, that's going to be the one that's the better ad nauseum deck, right? The one with Rite of Flame and Chromox is probably going to have a lower CMC, therefore that's Ant. I don't think that's Ant. I think Tess is the one with the lower mana cost. Both of them run ad nauseum tendrils. Most of them run Storm. That name doesn't help anyone. It's Cabal Ritual, discard, and Chromox, and Rite of Flame, and you could meet me in a parking lot, and we could settle that. Is how I feel about it. So,
Nice.
Anyway,
I guess you can
try to speed through.
Oh, good. I guess you can clump Deafening Silence with Canonist to some extent. Canonist being a little bit better against any sort of creature decks. Like, I guess it's become worse against Elves, but Elves was the first card that I think of when I think of Canonist. But yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna say your boy XJ had a villain arc, which I think he might be over, where he was playing that Mississippi Rivers card.
Yes.
Deck.
There we go.
And Canonist is significantly better in that matchup.
Yes.
It used to be Glimpse of Nature, but we've been seeing pretty much none of that at this point. Also, Food Chain, I think, has a advantage on Deafening Silence, I think.
Yeah, even Show and Tell, that like Show and Tell in Omniscience and then go for a creature.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Canonist is better against Food Chain because it's artifact. Yeah. They could play through Deafening Silence. So yeah, that's Null Rod, I think, is kind of the most self-explanatory. Just great against artifacts, great against Storm. I'm not playing Stony Silence because white mana is harder to get.
Yep.
So the chances of having a white mana for Enlightened Tutor, then a white mana to get the Stony Silence, I think especially in this build with the sagas and stuff, and the groves. It's just,
especially if you're
the
starting
worst
something
card.
like Grove or Taiga into Delighted Halfling, still allows you to cast the Null Rod.
Exactly. Banishing Light is the worst card, but it is old school tech for show and tell,
Nice.
more or less. Especially Omniscience. It's probably the most out of place. I thought about playing something like Overwhelming Splendor, or like one of those crazy cards that like a 9-mana enchantment that they wouldn't want to work against.
Cool.
Yeah, or Humility. Teague. I think Teague is going to take a couple steps back from where it was a month ago, but I'm still on it.
Yeah, especially with Beseech. Even some Jeskai lists, I feel. It's tough because at the end of the day, Dress Down is Dress Down. But Teague turning off a lot of win conditions and removal for some of the Jeskai decks is really nice. A little bit worse in decks that aren't playing protection like Mother of Runes. But yeah, it's always tough when you have the Teague, but then they have like, Dress Down into, say, Verdict, or they just have the Karakas, and you're like, come on, really? But I still feel Teague has its spot, especially people trying out Besiege and other combo decks. It's just a nice way to like go a little bit wider with your hate in different ways.
I agree. I think it has a lot of room. I think it's really good. I think the worst part about it is it hurts my deck, though. So, fourth, Comet, Boo, and Green Sun Zenith. Yeah. So it's 10 Alcharoos. So it better hurt them if I'm bringing it in.
Yes.
Carpet is a card that not only do I really like for an Enlightened Tutor target, or no, for just a draw, but there are weird games where you want to Enlighten Tutor for it, so then you could cast Green Sun Zenith to get Teague or to get Oof or maybe Knight. It's really situational, but I wanted to play a Carpet. It's probably a target you're not going to get too often, but still should be there, I think.
Yeah, especially for like the Delver matchup, I'm always happy to have a Carpet. I can sometimes find it's hard to know when to be aggressive with Wasteland when you have a Carpet as well. That's always tough, but I think...
Story of my life.
Yeah, same sort of thing with like, the decks where you bring in like Choke, but you also have Wasteland, and they've started off with like non-basic islands or jewels, and you're like, yeah, but we've got Choke, so yeah. Hopefully it doesn't come up today. Speaking of, Choke.
And Choke. Sometimes that's just lights out. Just a well-timed Choke. Kind of similar to Carpet, where it's just like you're probably more going to top deck it and less going to search it. But Show and Tell taps out, you may opt for Choke at that point. Or say Storm, perhaps. Especially if you already have a hate piece in play. High Tide as well.
Exactly. I was going to say with Mind's Desire back as well, I loved seeing more High Tide players around, even if it was just one or two every couple of leagues. Because obviously Choke against the deck with just islands is quite good.
Yeah. And then in the main deck, Soul Guide Lantern mostly, and Haywire and Shadowspear sometimes. And nice. Very rare Sylvan and Saga.
Nice. One question I had was, when I was playing a deck pretty similar to this before 4th and Combat Online, a card that I actually really thought would be cool as a Saga target was Expedition Map. Because you have Karakas, you have other sagas, you have Wasteland and Grove. Have you ever thought about Map as a target, or do you think it's like you have, Knights to go and get lands, so you don't necessarily need it?
I tell myself that the amount of mana it would be to find Map, crack Map, and then play the land would be only really worth it with Karakas. And chances are you would get a Soul Guide Lantern if you wanted Bog.
Yeah,
I'd be willing to exchange an Endurance for a Map if you wanted to test it. I haven't done it, but I've talked myself out of that on that logic.
Yeah, cool. I don't mind seeing how this goes, and maybe just like thinking about if an endurance was a map, if it ever comes up.
Cool.
But
yeah,
let's do it. A big congrats to Mapson, who's in the finals of the Super.
What a nerd.
Yeah. On a depth deck as well, obviously.
Oh, clearly. It's
yes.
It's a spicy list for sure.
Do you find this deck is pretty grindy in leagues? Like how often would you how long would you say a typical league is for you?
2.5 hours probably. In other words, 5 leagues for a Storm player probably.
All right. Thoughts on the opener?
I mean, it might be sucks keep. I'm gonna see what the heck is BG. I'm just gonna click here. It's bad, I will say that, but it's probably, this is a living death deck, and I don't even know what the hell that is, man.
Oh, I think it's a 5 mana card, right? It like brings back everything into the everything from the graveyard to the battlefield.
Yeah.
All players exile all creature cards from his or her graveyard.
Bloom.
Wow. Ooh. Interesting.
And we're on the draw. This is close. I guess we mull it.
Yeah, especially we can find, well, not this hand. It's an easy mull. But I think finding a hand now with Library would be really good, just to get back. And funnily enough, the hand we're probably going to keep here is a little similar to the first hand, but probably just getting rid of the double ups of Saga and Wasteland.
Yeah. I couldn't have said it better myself. Yeah, that's what I want to do. The dog's good, Jeremy. All right.
Okay.
All of our plays suck, so I think it's Delighted Halfling, and yeah.
I think that typically these days when I see Underground Sea Pass, I just think of the Swamp Cycling card, the Troll.
Yeah, you gotta pay the Troll toll. Looks like it. Push. There might. Oh, Fatal Push. Okay. Man, that 7 sucked, but it might have been better.
Double C.
I don't want to play the Saga. I think we play the Waste.
Okay.
And I think we just chill.
I guess my only thought is if they... Yeah, actually, I was thinking of Grief, but obviously if we kill... Like, they're probably playing a Grief to get it back from the graveyard, so punishing firing the Grief does nothing anyway. In saying that, by playing the Saga, we do get a turn closer to Soul Guide.
The only risk here, I would say, is if you play Saga and they waste Taiga, then you're big sad. If you're not afraid of that, then play the Waste. Or if you're not afraid of that, then play the Saga. If you're afraid of that, play the Waste and protect the white mana. Both have upside. I'd say throwing out a Waste would be the risky.
Yeah,
we can do choose your own adventure. If you like Saga, let's do it.
I don't mind Saga.
We're aggressive.
Yeah, I think if they had no play this turn, and then a turn next turn is Wasteland us, then that's not too bad for us. Especially if we can draw into Playland Library or something like that. I would assume here we're going to see a Bowmaster.
Yeah, that's a good guess. When do we shoot that SOB, do you think?
Trying to think if there's another card that we care about. Like, potentially they're playing like Voidwalker, and that could be a card we want to see if there's I hit
We can't play around days because next turn we're going to tap out for Saga.
Saga.
So we are going to shoot something. Something's got to die.
I don't mind seeing if they cast a sorcery speed creature like Voidwalker first.
Okay. You and Jeremy on the same
Troll.
Oh man, I don't think we're gonna be able to. I think the boy's soul is gonna get us.
Troll is tough, but Saga with Shadowspear is kind of cool.
Also, we're being rewarded for your aggressive line. I think we could still be in trouble, no doubt. But I think playing the Saga was a good gut feel by you.
They also played the Swamp first, which means that if they did have days, they wouldn't be able to put back, say, an Underground Sea, which makes me feel like they're holding up another Bowmaster in case we had some sort of flash creature. But now we also have the line open of just hardcast Endurance if need be.
I like it.
Another troll.
What
okay.
soul is in?
Have you seen the new court mark? I know there's a new cycle of courts, and I know some people are talking about the green one.
Yeah, 3 mana for a court. We should think about target play. I think it's play endurance here personally because the value of a 1/1 is like kind of nothing.
Yeah.
But if you're that afraid of days, then
I'm pretty happy to make them have the days because I think getting rid of both trolls is pretty huge here.
I agree.
Potentially even like keeping a Murktide off the field.
Yeah.
It's also nice that like Wasteland from a mana denial perspective isn't that big right now. We have all the mana in the world that we need.
I almost think wasting a Saga might have been a mistake. Did he say steak? Sorry, that's such a dumb joke.
Good.
Okay, so you're well aware of pun, pay red, or plow, pun, get pun back. So just have that on your mind. We're not going to do it, but just yeah. I don't know why I say that all the time.
My thought around not wastelanding here is that with the Planeswalkers or Green Suns for 3, there's so many good 4-drops that we could draw into that I think probably the Wasteland is better for us than trying to take our opponent off double blue.
I think I'm surprised you didn't attack.
That's fair, yeah.
I don't think it matters very much. Like I think these games are usually win convincingly or die, but
yeah. To be fair, there wasn't really anything to play around from my perspective, so probably could have just attacked. That was also a very quick no shuffle.
Oh. Hopefully it's just for that other ponder.
Okay.
What if they attacked? No, I'm joking. All right. I head in the game here.
Okay. Now I'm pretty happy to get a little bit aggressive.
Yeah.
Like, sure, they could play a Bowmaster, ping it, and then block with all 3 to kill it. But I feel like that's not happening. So if we use the Savannah here, we still have the Plateau to swords, and then red source and 1 to get back the... red source to get back the punishing.
Exactly. There is a little bit of merit to Wasteland here. I'm not saying we should, but it's worth considering because of Hardcast Grief and possibly Murktide.
Nice. Yeah, even if they want to double spell with a Murktide, we now have 4 mana online as well. We haven't seen Days yet, but I can only assume it's in the deck. I'm definitely more of a probably like play it safe player where we have like 4 mana plus Days to play around.
Okay, I'm happy. Lots of lines here.
But it is pretty tough if they, like, say, play Murktide and then, like, have, like, a Ponder as well.
The good news is...
Murktide, okay.
Cool. Well, you know what to do.
No attacks, interesting. All right. So they have 4 cards. Force, that's fine. Spell Pierce, okay.
Yeah. What'd they pitch?
Finishing fine. Spell Pierce.
Spell Pierce, okay. Bummer.
Murktide's an issue, but we do have a few ways to get out of it. Obviously, the other swords. Look, swords is actually probably it.
Yeah.
Second endurance.
Turn pun.
But we only have 1.
Theoretically, Comet.
Yeah, very true. Even a Minsc, potentially, just to get a 4/4 onto the field. And I guess it can't really race, but...
It sort of can, right? Because, like, they have to attack the bow.
Which takes a turn off.
Yeah. I think we pun the little dude. Just what the doctor ordered. Yeah.
I don't think there's a world where
we attack.
Have to block next turn.
No.
And because we're only drawing 1 card at a time, we can just hold this.
I agree.
As an unknown.
Only downside is top decking something like Comet next turn. Other potential outs are Shadowspear. It's not great, but you know that could help even the race. I
guess we potentially block you with the... My only thought with blocking with the bird here is if we don't get a turn next turn, if they have like a Bowmaster to take it out.
Let's block.
And I think with 5 mana we're pretty set. This only doesn't play around Spell Pierce on a Planeswalker.
Do we waste to keep them off? Force of Will.
Hard
is
cast.
Another thing.
Yeah, I might put us up in our draw step.
We'll see what happens. Okay. Something to think about.
Ooh. Well, now it's a case of do we play around Force or Days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They've only played 1 Force so far.
My instinct is we haven't seen Days yet, but I don't know why. Another thing, we have a second here.
They also just brainstormed, and I feel like if they brainstormed, they would have put away Days at this point. But it's
also one other thing to consider: why would they keep playing lands if they didn't have a Force of Will?
Very nice, like potentially hardcast Troll, but I don't think that's the case. I think I'm happy to play around your line of if they have Force.
Okay. And if they have Days,
they got Days.
They got Days. It is what it's not.
Okay. Nice. You had the read.
I had the read, but we die anyway. Excellent. What did they pitch? Do you mind?
They pitched a Brainstorm.
It tells us nothing.
I guess it tells us they didn't have Days in the cards they put back with the other Brainstorm.
Yeah,
Maybe.
that's true.
Okay.
We go to StrassDaddy. Unless we draw Plow or Comet, maybe.
Yeah, we have the endurance for the borrower,
Mm-hmm.
but we need something else. This feels like a grief.
This feels like a grief.
Okay.
Okay, so the out is Plow, get pun back, shoot, or just draw Sylvan.
Close.
Yeah.
Close. How do you usually board for this sort of matchup?
Okay. I'm going to go in first. So we want the 2 endurances, the choke and the carpet for sure, and probably the bog.
Nice.
And maybe Banishing Light.
Yeah, just like an extra removal spell.
Yeah. Out goes Haywire and Liberator for sure. And then after that, we have to do some thanks.
Would you switch Bog for Karakas as like land for land?
Theoretically, maybe, but are we better off? Is Karakas better than a Mana Dork that dies to Bowmaster? That's something to consider. I think 4th goes.
Yep. Nice.
Harry used to like taking out 2 Wastelands against Delver. I don't know anymore. He also liked to trim a Sylvan, but I think that's sacrilege.
Okay. Nice.
Um,
Wren's.
It's tough here, man.
Yeah.
I like Wrenn because it's 3 mana, and the other cards are 4 mana. The good thing, though, is they don't run Bolt, so Boo is like a little bit better. Okay. I think our choices are Wastelands, say 2, or a Mana Dork. Probably would be a Noble if we were to choose a Dork, or a Sylvan. I like Sylvan, though.
Yeah, I don't mind a Noble and the 2 wastes. And we still have 25 lands. But we're playing 61. Yeah. In that case,
So
I don't mind Noble on the play. Get value out of it before they can hopefully get down a Orcish.
Okay.
Nice.
This is good. Yeah, this is hand.
This is hand.
This is hand.
How are we sequencing?
Carpet probably, right?
Yeah. I was thinking
Basics
if they
are for people who are scared, and we're never scared. We could ramp off Taiga if you like to for Zenith, but
I don't mind that. My only thing there is typically if I ever play Carpet, they just play a fetch land and pass. But if I don't, then typically they play a turn 1 spell and then we get to use the Carpet straight away the following turn.
I get that.
But I do like being able to play it around something like, maybe Spell Pierce, or especially if it's just Island Pass.
What do you think about Saga, Carpet, then Night?
Love it. Yep.
Okay.
I can take this draw step off as well. I'll use the Taiga, because then at least if it gets, say, Spell Pierced, we can attack with the Dryad Arbor.
Yes.
Oh, of course, this plays around Spell Pierce, which is nice.
Exactly. It would add a bit of force. And I'm willing to play into a Daze because of the setback here.
Yeah, 100%. White Knight. Force. Pretty great for us.
Sweet. Yeah. I like this. So if they waste next turn, they'll probably hit Saga.
Hmm. Well, okay. That's fine because they take out the mana, but then they give us a mana with the Underground Sea.
They giveth and they taketh away.
Ooh.
Damn. Remember when you said I don't know about carpet? Like, what do we do? I don't know, man. My instinct here is we probably go construct crazy.
Yeah.
But do we waste them? We're gonna add white. It doesn't matter what we add, actually. But
I do like getting full value out of the saga.
Yeah.
So
now I don't know what to do here.
I don't mind using the Wasteland, especially taking them off black. Currently, they haven't used a cantrip yet, so.
So we're gonna make a construct and waste.
Yeah, I kind of feel like if we can put them in a position where they have to use their cantrips to find mana, then that's probably where we want to be.
Okay.
This also potentially takes them off the ability to cast another Bowmaster to take out this construct.
Yeah. And then carpet, if they waste Taiga next turn, that's a little awkward.
Yeah, I guess then we can go for maybe Shadowspear and just kind of go big. Interesting. That obviously shows they don't have another Bowmaster or potentially another land. Yeah, very cool.
Fuck yeah, dude.
So here we want to carpet first. So do we click on the carpet first?
Place the trigger. No, wait. Place the trigger ability onto the stack. We want the saga on the stack if we want to carpet first.
Yeah, so we click on the saga first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Very cool.
Magic's hard.
Magic is hard sometimes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Then we make dongle.
Nice. And then probably just Soul Guide here.
I don't know, but I like your energy, man.
I think because we're in a situation where we're going wide, that the Shadowspear is less needed. Like what I would hate to see is like cycle swamp for cycle troll end step, untap and reanimate. That's probably a way for them to get back into it.
They won't do that though, because they would have done that during their turn.
Yes, look at that Mark with the plays.
Yeah, what are magic?
What are magic? Obviously, like we saw before with Source to Plowshares being a way to get back Punishing Fire other than Grove. Batterskull from an opponent is another one. And then we have like maybe Jitte or Uro gaining life. Are there any ways that opponents gain life that you didn't really think of as ways to get back Punishing Fire?
That's a good question.
I feel like there is one that I got caught off by. I was like, oh, I should have kept up a red here because they obviously gain life.
Yeah. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to get back to you on that. That's a good one. I think we main phase that. Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, my only thought... Yeah, I think we do, because I was going to say they could reanimate us, but we have the Soul Guide for that anyway.
Is it target player?
Yes.
Okay. I played a darn card for like 2 years and don't know it.
Nice, okay.
Excellent.
Yeah, obviously that, like they really relied on that Underground Sea.
Good call on the waste.
Which is... Could have gone both ways, to be fair. Probably just running this back.
Let's just think for a moment, though. Do we, and maybe we don't, reconsider wastes on the draw and dorks out? I have no idea.
Yeah.
I'm saying words. You know, I don't know what they mean.
I don't mind the extra. I don't mind the extra waste for the Hierarch. At least the bird can potentially give us a turn against Murktide.
Yeah, and I think red is very important.
Yes.
Less important in this list than like the 5 pyro list that I used to run. Well, I still run 5 pyros sometimes. So I think we keep pretty much any hand that functions.
And this hand functions really well.
This hand functions.
Nice.
I could tell when like hands like this, when we're gonna have to make a decision next turn, depending, say, do we fetch him for what land? Like, I'm gonna look at you and go like, dude, like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's tough. I think it's Taiga. I guess we'll see what happens, but Taiga gives us 2 green sources to hopefully get down the library the following turn. But then you also have to worry about Bowmaster. If Bowmaster takes out the Dryad Arbor, it also interacts with the library, of course.
I kind of think if we don't draw a land, we get a basic and we play scared if they don't take the Zenith, that is.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Again, it's terrifying.
Have we seen Wasteland from them? Yes, we have. They took out a Saga in game 1.
They did, yes.
If they're reanimating here, they probably take the Endurance and then take the Sword.
Okay, good read.
Which thankfully we do have a lot of great outs for. Like we have other swords, we have all punishing fires.
Sylvan's what I don't want them to take, to be honest. Okay, we're good. I'm happy with that, to be honest.
Minsc.
I think it's basic, personally.
Yeah, just to make sure we always have that floating around.
Yeah, I could regret this.
Also, their choice of swamp means they can't daze, which is really nice. Like, just to know they can't do that is pretty great. Probably also means they don't have daze in hand.
I don't think we've seen a daze at all, have we?
No.
Okay, let's pause.
They didn't.
Sylvan's weak to Bowman, but they didn't Orcish. They did not. A part of me does think we slam choke here. I know we want them to tap out, but I haven't seen days out of them.
No.
I am happy to play the Karakas and go Sylvan as well. This is probably a pivotal moment here.
So if we play the choke and it survives, take 3, go to 13, untap. Yeah, I feel like the grief isn't too much of an issue right now that we don't need to like slam the library to find a removal spell straight away. We can take some time to potentially even get the choke forced and then make sure we hit the library or the Minsc.
No, yeah, next turn would be a boo if they don't remove anything or something.
Yeah. I get the feeling they're holding up a bounce spell, but I do like forcing even a brainstorm. Okay. Now I definitely feel like
away from the norm.
Oh, okay. Well.
Oh boy.
Honestly, pretty happy just to slam Minsc here. Off a Plateau?
Probably.
Nice.
Duh.
Surely if they had a Bowmaster, they would have already cast it.
Yeah. Oh,
I guess.
attack.
Yes, I could have. Yes, apologies. Menace. Yes, apologies.
Okay.
I forgot about haste.
Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't matter.
Do they have a
Cantrip
second?
would be
Okay.
pretty cool. Yes. All right, cool. Please die. Oh, boy.
Yeah, apologies. Not attacking is obviously like there's no reason to hold back the boo here.
Unless you're playing around Death Shadow, which they don't have. It's moments like this that are like so scary, man. Because like we're both thinking of like the things they could have that just kill us.
Yeah, it's got to be tough. It's got to be like if they are going to tap out, it kind of has to be like troll, and then get it back. But even then, they're losing so much life from the reanimate.
Mm-hmm.
Like they kind of have to hold up Brazen Borrower for end step and then untap to be able to use their mana again.
Like thinking they're going to attack the boo.
Yeah, and then potentially Orchid, but then they're off to 2 lands. We still have the boo token around.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, it survives. No. Huh.
Yeah. I think we do waste.
Yeah, I think if anything, I should have wasted in first main to see if we want to attack with the Dryad Arbor, but I think we do anyway, because we just have a pretty great clock. 2 black. Sheoldred's Edict. Each player sacks a token. Okay. It does take them off both lands. Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess we just play Sylvan here. Do we show waste or not? Probably, because what if we draw Saga? So I think we do play the waste.
Yeah. Nice. I guess that's like a small upside of Comet creating the token creatures, is that it allows you to play around Sheoldred's Edict on your boo token.
Yeah.
Alright. I feel like Minsc has done its role.
Oh, yeah. Gained 6 life, got rid of a creature.
Another grief.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah. I think that's going to be a reanimate here.
Wow.
No. Oh, that's pretty good.
Oof.
Just a moment. Okay. Here are the lines, I think. We could play Wrenn, down tick, and put Knight into play, possibly. Or we could just take 4 and double spell. Or we could just play Wrenn and attack. We have a lot of lines here.
I do like Wrenn and attack, especially with Saga. Putting back
Would
the
you
Knight.
take 4?
Yeah, I think I would. Go to 8.
Okay.
Because that gives us an extra creature to block with.
Sure.
So if we go... I guess we can't play the Saga this turn if we want to be able to block with double. That's actually a consideration I didn't think of. We kind of need a green source that isn't the Dryad Arbor in play.
We could go with the other line then. Play Saga. And then Wrenn, if it resolves, will give you green mana.
Yes. Nice. Yes, but then we still need to tap off the Arbor.
Yeah.
Which is probably okay.
We're not blocking.
Yeah.
We're not blocking. That dream is dead. So we down ticket. And they might kill it, but gaining life here is fine.
Yeah. Oh, common. I think we just take the 9.
Yeah, I can't do it. Exactly. Just slam.
Damn, now that is a spicy one.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes, still no days. Surely.
I just don't think they have it.
Yeah.
Don't think so.
They're
gonna kill the Wrenn. Okay, cool. I like that.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh. Yeah, sweet. And I think we have enough to do all the things, right?
Yeah.
We can play Wrenn and...
We're happy to search.
Mm-hmm.
Get those lands off the top.
Probably Taiga. If you want to give Saga hexproof, that's one line here.
Yeah. So close to lethal.
Yeah.
5, 8, 9, 10, 11. Vigilance, nice.
You are playing this like me, which I really like.
I'm glad.
Hey, good to see you, Spy Man.
Yeah, pretty tough. Pretty tough time for them, especially with like us only drawing the swords, which was taken by the grief, drawing no other removal, but just getting there with hate pieces and creatures.
Can I take a quick pause before we start the day? I'm going to use the bathroom, but I want to say one thing.
Yeah.
I don't think Grief Reanimate is that good against us.
Yeah, because it's
a 3 for 3.
Yeah, it's only 3 a turn as well.
Exactly. It's a 3 for 3 and a 3/2, and every card in our deck sucks. We're not like, a combo deck where like, oh, that one card,
Yes.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Just
That's
one
all
moment. That coffee.
I will do a giveaway while Mapson is gone. A big shout out to Kai. Kai does some pretty amazing artwork, and I've partnered with him to give away a token. So if you would like to win one of these tokens, which will be sent to you, type Mapson in the chat. Obviously, Mapson is right now in the finals of the Legacy Super, which is very cool, and will hopefully join us after. So if you would like to win one of these, definitely, get along. A big thank you to all the new subs and followers over the weekend. It's been a pretty amazing time. Had a great time with Pleasant Kenobi, XJ, Julian, Phil, now Mark, of course. Maps are next, then tonight Eli Goings on Goblins to finish it out. It's pretty sweet. I'll also have a giveaway later on for some Ultimate Guard product, which is cool. So a deck box that they call Return to Earth, which I love, which is all made from reusable material, and then a pack of Cortex, which is pretty perfect for your next tournament. So a big thank you to Ultimate Guard as well for sponsoring this, and a big thank you to you for tuning in. When Mark is back, I'll get a winner, and then if the winner can just send me a private message on Twitch or another social media where you follow me, send me your mailing address, and I'll get it out to you on Monday.
So is during Mapson's stream, is it going to say Mark or Strass?
We can do that.
Okay, good.
Nice, Freddie. Good. Congratulations on winning. Send me a message with your mailing details, and also let me know which token you would like, and then we'll get that sent out to you. Nice. Always nice to start off with a win.
Dude,
Still
it
Mapson.
really is.
A finals finish is very nice, especially in a super. Very cool to see. Would have loved to have seen you won, but to come second is, yeah, very cool. Very, very awesome.
Yeah. Congrats to Mapson, the son of a map maker, and his father before him was also a map maker.
Really?
No, I don't know. I just say that.
I know. I was pulling your leg.
Last names are great, man. I guess I must have been an ass man, Strassman. What else could it mean?
I don't know. Whenever I hear Strassman, I just think of beep, bop, 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 bop.
Oh, yeah. I'm a scat man. That's a good one.
No white mana, but we do have Realm to create white.
Yeah, this is a mark hand if I ever seen it. This could work.
Then we're keeping.
This is hand.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
We tried.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be the probably the Besiege deck. Oh, maybe not. Undercity. Oh, do we get a turn? No. Okay.
Doesn't matter though, right?
I guess we could draw Endurance if we did.
Or yeah, you're right. Endurance would have been the one of. I was gonna say we can't plow. Mild rant. These decks shouldn't exist. Okay. That's my rant.
There we go. Okay.
So we are a tad slow, and this is gonna be bad, I think.
The easy picks for me.
Yeah.
Endurance, Deafening Silence, Enlightened Tutor, Teague and Oof seem very relevant. Look, you could needle one of the like spies, but I don't think that's gonna get there. Bog's interesting because it is quite slow off night.
I think you bring in every single card that's not Carpet or Choke because we're gonna have 1 million to board out. I think so. Pun and Banishing Light. You're right. Pun, Comet.
Yeah, Minsc and Force.
Fourth. Yeah, I mean, they're 4 mana, right?
Ramunap's probably a bit too slow.
That, yeah. Probably Shadowspear.
Yep. Nice.
I don't think Haywire Mite has any game either, but I could be wrong. Do you know of anything?
Maybe Leyline of some kind? Yeah.
Sure, yeah. Could buy that. Take a second look. Torpor does stop 1 card.
Does this stop Realmbreaker? Oh, what's the evoke green card they have? I think it does. Yeah, the ETB to destroy target artifact or enchantment.
Okay, hold on. That isn't there the one of the Undercity jerks? It stops that, right?
Torpor does stop Oracle, which is nice, but it also stops. Yeah, I think it's something Breaker.
Yeah, what are the whoops I win creatures? And yeah, what your get, the next card doesn't matter, whatever one you want.
I'll go down to the library.
It's a 61.
It is. We'll keep the library.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
Really want to turn 1 play that's relevant. This is like a turn 2 Teague, but I think that's obviously a little bit too slow.
Yeah. I think we're in big trouble. Yep.
Okay. This is pretty
we win
good.
This game, then we lose the next game. Yep.
So one really relevant part here is that Soulguide Lantern is exile each opponent's graveyard, not target, so it does get around Leyline of Sanctity.
Yeah, super good. I think we're gonna win game 2, then we're gonna lose game 3, and nothing matters.
Mark, come on now.
I say it. I know I'm so biased because I only play one deck, but think about it. Lotus Petal. Just nerf the turn 1 decks just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little tad. Just a tad bit. Please die. I sure do. I probably complain about it more than I ought to, though.
Birds. I kind of like the library here, just to really dig for another piece of interaction. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's. I think that's fair. I think the other line was trying to get Knight out for sure next turn with the ramping.
Yeah, and that turns on bulk,
is...
to be fair.
Exactly.
Why'd you pay for it?
Oh, damn it. They have Thing. I hate when they have Thing.
What's Thing?
Well, they took 3 damage, so they have Thing. I don't know what it is, but I hate when opponent has Thing.
We can Green Suns for Oof?
Is
or Teague.
Teague better? I have no idea. What if it's... Wait, do they run the asshole card? I have no idea.
You really don't like this deck, do you?
Do they? I have no idea.
So Teague stops Dread Return, and if they're playing like a Belcher sideboard,
there's no way they have. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's true. Collector Oof means we still only have one piece of interaction because of the Soul Guide. That's a great point. So maybe just going for Teague here is actually correct.
I was thinking the Aven Mind Sensor card is what I'm afraid of, but I think we just do it.
Opposition Agent?
I don't pay attention to these lists.
Surely not.
Okay. Yep, Teague.
Please what are they doing here? Oh, it must be like Abrupt. Oh, Bowmaster. That's fine. Okay. Doesn't kill the Teague. Interesting they didn't do that.
Done that.
Yeah, before the library.
Yeah, no idea. Probably just a simple mistake on their end. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of an X1 creature that they would have been too afraid of. Like Collector Oof, Scavenge, like maybe Scavenging Ooze in like an old list, Gaddock Teague, Aethersworn Canonist, like maybe Thalia. Maybe they're trying to like get a bit more value with the Bowmaster, but I really like the attack here as well, because there's no way we're blocking.
Yeah, I think it's smart on their part.
We probably want to find land here.
Make sure you don't hold on. Yeah, we definitely don't use it because that kills our Teague. So I think it's play Knight. We shouldn't cast yet. Just make sure you say no. Yeah. I'm not being very good at talking. I'm sorry.
No, all good. Knight's a pretty good option.
I think we play Knight. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I don't think we're scared of... I was going to say, I don't think we're scared of the combo. Like, there's no need to Wasteland them off a Black Source and then play 2 Matadorks.
I agree. We may Enlighten Tutor. We probably... We might.
Another one. Okay.
Cool. I do think we block with Knight here, most likely, if they do attack, though. I think our life total is getting pretty low.
Interesting.
And Shieldred's pretty good, but...
Yeah. I guess Wasteland on the Black Source does take them off like Ritual into Sheoldred. But we also have
do have
Karakas.
though, which is nice. Yeah. So they probably don't do anything. Okay, we do. I think we block the 2/2 personally, but
I was going to say if we block
I
Orcish, we can't lose the Knight to a pump, or like to another Orc.
do we block? I almost think we block both Bowmasters. Like, do they really have a third Bowmaster?
Probably not.
And we still have Soul Guide. I think I would block the other one too. I'd call their bluff.
I guess if they, yeah, okay. Because if they have another one, then they're not comboing off this turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, they had another one. Damn it. Still have the Soul Guide. They have 3 in hand. I think that's fine.
Oh,
that's pretty good. Wait. No. You can't plow now. Oh, okay.
Yeah, of course we could have plowed. I'm pretty happy to play out the Halfling, Wasteland, the Black Source, and then pass with Swords Up.
Yes. Perfect. Do remember we probably should put a stop in our upkeep.
Yes, nice. Also, having access to Bog here is very cool.
Yeah, for sure. Kind of want to plow the Bowman.
Yeah.
And then just bear with me here. Let's. Is there an Enlightened Tutor target that's good here? Probably not.
Yeah,
probably have the Soul Guide.
Yeah, maybe like deafening. Like, yeah. How can we?
We could get Deafening Silence here.
Yeah.
If you want to do that,
I don't mind.
So
get rid of the Taiga. Get a fetch. We can go to 6. We can go to 5.
6,
It's not a tutor.
I
had to say it.
Yeah. Well done. Yeah, let's see what else is there. Okay.
Nice.
I like it better when they scoop.
Nice.
I think we waste black EOT, or we get a waste. We don't have to use it. But...
I love that. We also get to shuffle those cards off the top that we don't really want.
Yeah, like Endurance is okay, but not great. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I guess it's just plow here, huh?
Yeah, probably plow, Wasteland them, stuck getting in.
Yeah, I'm with it. We could consider a double waste, but I don't know. Like this, cool. Ooh, game 3 is gonna be rough.
I always love it when you see a player draw like the next cards, like draw like 5. This one is going to be tough. The endurances are going to be pretty key as like a turn 0 piece of interaction. Knowing about the orcs, do you have any thoughts of like punishing fire over sword? I assume sword's a little bit better because also with the combo we could potentially stop them from going off. Like it's just cheaper.
Yeah, I mean, my instinct, if they go that route, we probably win.
Yeah, but creatures are bigger as well.
Yeah, it's like, is Pun better than Sylvan? I don't think so, because Sylvan pitches the endurance.
Yeah,
exactly. Like the only thing I would consider.
Oof.
Did they mull?
They mulligan to 6.
Chat. What do you think? I sort of think we mull, but I don't know. It's our best card by a mile. That
Torpor hitting Orc is also quite nice.
the question is, what are the odds that we live to see yeah, it would be 3 endurance. I guess 3 endurance is pretty unlikely, huh?
Yeah.
Because we don't even have 4.
This does like we get to cast everything that we draw into, which is really nice as well.
I'm just used to dying immediately, but I
think I'm happy. If they want to win turn 1, they can win turn 1. But if they don't, then we've got a pretty good chance.
That is in spirit of this deck.
They've gone to 5 cards.
Name 5. 5 can do it still. I know 4, please. Go to 3. 4 could still win. I feel like an asshole, but I mean that. 1, 4.
Probably just.
Okay, I don't think they can.
Taiga into Soul Guide. There might be a world where keeping this open for Dryad Arbor is probably not worth it, to be honest. Maybe it's better to go. Because it depends what we draw.
Straight up Savannah.
3. Wow, they didn't keep a land. Yeah, I think Savannah. In case we draw into like Wasteland, we have like a white source and. Ooh. Yeah.
Already had the Soul Guide though. If we had like another Tormod's Crypt or something, I would say like maybe. That's our best one. I think we play it next turn.
And then
the Saga that is. Yeah, that's probably right. We're not.
Oof, nice.
That's a great draw too. Oh yeah.
Torpor does stop it, but still. I guess, does that mean we get a free endurance if we evoke it?
Yeah. That is awkward.
Is that worth it to start beating down?
We could think about it.
So if we put in 3 here, I'm going to take a quick
little thunk.
Open up that good old paint. Okay, so if we got rid of the bird and put in endurance, next turn we would attack for 4, put them to 16. No, we wouldn't play the Hierarch because we want to have 3 mana for the thing. So we put them to 17, and then we make a token, which is a 3/3, and then turns into a 4/4 when we create another one. And then the Saga also gets something, so it's 5. So that puts them down to 9, and then the following turn they're dead. If we don't put in endurance, then we untap, we just hold up Saga, they take 5 and go to 15. I think it actually increases the clock by 1, because I don't think we can deal 15 over 3 turns without it. Three. And
trying to follow your math here.
2. So it's 3 with endurance, puts him to 17. Hold up Saga. Saga's a 3/3, untap, create a dude. It's a 4/4, get a thing. It's a 5/5. 3 plus 5 is 8, which puts him down to 9. And then the following turn, 2 5/5s at least, plus the endurance.
Okay.
So I think I'm pretty sure it does give us a win through a turn earlier.
Okay, let's do it then.
Nice. Okay, doesn't matter. We get there. Whew. Very nice.
I complained a lot.
Mark, it's all good. It's all good. Oops
Yeah.
and blue-black. Nice. Getting full value as well with these 2/1s. It's one thing I do love with Maverick. But yeah, sorry. Someone asked before about the green court, which I haven't seen.
I think if you don't play white and red, maybe.
So
I
in
think
ETBs,
fourth is probably a little better.
You become the monarch. At the beginning of your upkeep, distribute 2 counters to up to 2 target creatures. If you're the monarch, double them. Wow, okay. So pretty much gives +4/+4 each turn.
Yeah, I think 3-mana monarch is definitely worth considering. I feel like the problem with monarch in a Maverick deck at the moment that doesn't play Punishing Fire, especially, is Bowmasters. It used to be Quaddle, but Bowmasters is 2 bodies. So maybe if you two are playing Bowmasters and you feel like you can win the ground game. I think Delver still being one of the top contenders. I guess Scam more or less becoming that. Monarch is a little riskier. I think XJ had some good points about fourth. Kind of being like it's not as good as it was, or Bowmasters makes it worse, kind of thing.
I don't mind this. Slow, but interaction, potentially.
Yeah.
Endurance.
This is hand.
This is hand. Oh my gosh.
This is hand. They mulled a 5. Okay.
Okay.
I keep a lot of these,
The only, I guess, if they're gonna like hand disrupt us and then go off with a graveyard spell, they would just take the endurance anyway. But I was gonna say that one of the opening hands of all time.
No doubt.
Nice.
No doubt.
Plateau.
Oh, they got a class.
Probably
unless they're
initiative?
playing. Probably not what I want to see. Yeah. I think you play the Savannah. I don't.
It's kind of nice to have the basic in case it's some sort of Blood Moon deck. Like if it's like initiative playing Magus.
That's true. That should be illegal. Well, cool. We could also float in response.
White. Yes. Do you think it's a little bit greedy to try to play a Cradle deck with fourth?
I think it's a good idea. I kind of had an idea about like sort of doing what Newton does with like these colors. And instead of like natural order and that kind of stuff, going about it the other way.
Nice.
This is rough.
It's gonna swords and then 6. Just
yeah.
I think.
I don't know. I mean, obviously we want to draw some sort of 2-mana thing that is a creature. Whether it's Zenith or Outland Liberator or something. We're gonna draw Comet though. It's gonna be a bummer. We're drawing Comet or Pun.
I think here we just want to cast another land.
Play another spell? Probably.
Play another land.
Yeah.
And then fourth next turn to try to steal?
Perhaps, yeah, if we're so lucky. If we knew we were going to draw that, there probably was some merit to waiting for them to choose perhaps Forge, and then we could plow. But
that's
very situational. Another issue is they may have 5 mana here. So if you fourth, they might have Solitude.
Yeah.
But that could happen either way. So I think if we knew it was this deck, we'd probably mull. It's close though. Hey Ben, good to see you.
Okay. I Kind of hope they keep Chalice.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That's actually exactly what we want to happen. Just
Two
like
to the
play
bottom.
Chalice. Play 2 Chalices.
Oh, God.
Damn.
Yuck.
Oh, we had the basic. That's nice.
Yeah.
So we could either endurance, try to bait it. So if you play your basic forest here, right?
But this comes in
And
tap,
then
right? Oh, no.
do creatures come into play tapped?
No. Non-basic lands your opponent's
Okay.
controller. Nice. Yeah, I don't mind holding up the
All right.
endurance here.
Well,
And then we get a 4th. It's really nice. Our 4th just stacks every single land.
yeah. This is big if we get it. There's no telling if we will, but it would be super duper if this works. They could still have, Solitude or something awesome. Or another initiative creature. But we shall see. Fable, maybe? Yeah, okay.
That's fine.
As they say, it is what it is. It ain't what it's not.
Get aggressive. Do it. Come on. So they're currently holding up 3 mana. Honestly, I feel like the 2 damage isn't that much.
I am so upset.
Probably happy to put this sword back into our deck as well.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's tilt. Okay, well, that's what it is.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh. Yeah, plow. What if we attack first?
Yeah, I don't mind that. Attack
that
first and then
matter?
see how they block.
Yeah.
Even if this could potentially get... Yeah. Like if they double block, that'd be sweet. Oh my gosh.
Cool.
We want to kill this and then swords the token. And then we just want to play the knight.
Yeah, I'd get
Probably-
a plat.
Yeah.
Reason being is if they have another one, you're like not further behind.
Nice.
Just a little bit bigger. I don't know what to do next turn. Obviously we want to draw something like a pun. They probably have a Solitude here, which is a bummer. No.
It's pretty good.
Okay, fuck. Damn. This deck is so whack. I don't know why anybody would play it. I'm joking.
I assume they find us Solitude. Yeah.
I think besides Comet and rolling like 20 times, we're in some trouble. Oh, cool. Lone Crafter Fawn's a good card. Ben's still rocking the Loam deck,
That's cool.
carrying the dream.
Wow, no attacks.
Oh, they were all sick.
Oh, of course, yeah. This is gonna be tough. Guess we put the Grove into play.
Yeah, I think it's bird pass, and then maybe we get like a super fourth next turn. Doesn't feel good though.
Yeah, especially with the lifelink of Solitude.
Yeah, I hate this deck. This version is going to struggle too. We don't have
Good
that
Torpor.
many sideboard cards. That's true. Torpors,
Orb's
okay.
kind of cool.
It's a little slow. Like Oblivion Ring is like a removal spell. I wouldn't go Null Rod. I think what's really awkward here is
Reflections with Solitude, and then also Pro Creatures.
yeah. Let's see what happens. I mean, there's a chance. It's probably the line here.
Play the Wasteland and use that. Roll this 3. Oh, get swords?
Oh, yeah, not bad.
Kind of want to deal with the reflection, sadly. Like, them hitting the Season Dungeoneer with reflections is just so good.
It is. Okay.
Sadly,
think... Yeah, we're in trouble. No idea. I guess we just pass. We could attack, but I don't think it matters. I don't think we do it. What do you think?
To be fair, they give like protection from creatures, so it's not blocking. So we might as well take out the skeleton.
Okay.
But tough spot for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's fine.
But yeah, definitely a case of just being that turn behind. So the opener to having like removal or mana acceleration was a big one.
I think we're gonna go to 1 here if they don't attack Comet. I feel like they're gonna attack Comet. I don't know though. Okay, they did kill Comet. Okay, that's probably smart. It's like one of our only theoretical outs. Okay. I guess 4th for a million. Think about it later. Maybe keep 1.
Yeah, it's tough because we can't block anything.
Exactly. No
I
grist
guess
or anything.
if we draw into exactly swords, we can swords the Season Dungeoneer.
Okay. So we'll keep some number of things back, maybe.
Yeah, I guess we attack with 2 at least.
Okay. I like this.
But then if they have Solitude, I guess they could Solitude 1, block the other.
I mean, no beating that. Already have our darn basics, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Come on,
What kind
swords.
of nerd doesn't play?
Ah! You love to see it.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Sadly, it only takes 1 more Seasons Engineer for them to get through. Oh, but wow, they don't have it. Oh my gosh.
Guess we block.
Yeah. Wow.
Dude, this is crazy.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. What do we have here?
I think here we want to scry.
I don't know.
Like obviously another swords would be fantastic, but probably even a punishing fire with Grove is not too bad here.
That's true. It's something. I'm like starstruck, right? Not starstruck. I'm like thunderstruck. ACDC. Okay.
Oh, Minsc. Okay.
Oh.
Put the Grove on the bottom.
There's
put
no
Minsc on
Karakas, right?
top. No, there currently is not.
Okay.
Oh, we can also make a human knight a 5/5, which does trade with the Solitude potentially.
That's true.
There's no point in Wasteland because they have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana.
Dougal, hang on. Do we have a land in the yard?
Yes, Windswept Heath.
Okay, one option is also Excavator and get and play Bow. I don't know if that's better.
Yeah, I love that. We do have a target, right? Yeah, Taigas. Cool.
Should have checked, but it looks good. I feel like we plus the hamster.
Yes, my only thought on plussing on a human is if we keep one of these back, it can just trade with the 6/5.
I'm fine with that too. Do you want to just like attack with like maybe 1 or 2 or something? Like they're at 44 health, you know? Like
Yeah, like we have both the initiative and the
yeah.
I guess we also have to consider trap. We are at 1 technically.
Yeah. We're really just hoping they don't draw 4th.
Yes, that's a great idea. I totally forgot about that.
So
that's probably a good reason to start doing Wasteland with Ramunap.
Yeah. Oh man, they have thing. Okay.
This is fine. Cool game.
For sure.
Saito San, welcome. I cut you off. I apologize.
No. I was going to shout out the homie as well.
Do you reckon it's worth potentially going for Collector Oof with the Green Suns? Because it turns off 1, 2, 3 of their mana.
But it also turns off a potential Shadowspear.
Yes.
Okay. We should think before we act. Okay.
I think what we're doing with the Minsc is probably throwing the 5/5 token at the caves. I guess we need to.
Part of me thinks we. Damn, this is tough.
Maybe we attack first with the 5/5.
It has trample. A little bit of me thinks we should have probably pumped the boo, because then we could have been drawing some cards here, which would have been nice. But yeah, it's in the past. Okay. I'm thinking. If they have fourth, we die. So let's not worry about that. We ought to take back the initiative if we can. One way to do that, which is super cheeky, is getting a noble if it's still in the deck. Which I'm not sure if it is. Yeah. So that's one line. We could play the Wrenn first, and then maybe we could mill something that matters.
Yes. So let's say Grove and this gets Noble, which then Noble plus this means we get we get a stash trigger from that, which is good. So we get another mana.
Mm-hmm.
We can Wasteland if we want, or we could, which leaves us with like mana for Wrenn. If we Wrenn and tick down, we also have like Wasteland plus a land to play around with. And thanks to Wrenn, this is colored mana.
I think it's Wrenn first.
Nice. Okay. Probably off Forest. Grove doesn't really matter. And then Savannah.
Sure.
And then we tick down. We find a Noble.
Okay, cool. That saves us a little bit.
We play it with that mana. We now go to attacks and attack in the air.
We also have Ramunap to use still. And wasting might not be worth it. I think that plan might be over.
Yeah. It is tough because double Wasteland with Ramunap takes them off, say, Plateau and this, which is 3 mana, and then Green Suns for Oof takes them off this, which is 6 mana in total, which only leaves them with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana.
I'm going to let you drive here. We have a lot of options. I think
Stash. Nice.
Let's chuck.
Yeah. Probably the 5/5 to kill.
Yeah, the 5/3, I think.
Yeah.
Because Caves is card advantage.
Wasteland Tomb. Get back Wasteland. Wasteland Plateau.
My only beef here is we're shutting down the potential for a
Shadow.
Whatever. Yeah, but there's so many lines here. We should choose one.
Oh, we don't have. Oh, it's on the board, isn't it? That's all good. That's all good. That's all good.
All right.
Pretty similar.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be funny if they cast Lightning Bolt?
Don't say that.
Damn it, they have a thing?
Wow. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I'd rather that than an extra 2/2. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. But it's nice to know about the Simian than know about a 2/2 potentially off a... What's it called? Okay. They probably just cast that to not flip the Outland Liberator, to be fair.
I think that's possibly true, too. All right, we should make choices pretty quick. We do want to... Okay.
All right, let's...
I'm going to let you drive.
Let's go.
I do think at some point we just have to plus the boo, and we're going to plus the other walker.
Yes.
We could attack with a 5/5 boo, because it is exalted.
Nice.
And then I feel like we probably play the other 2 cards.
Yeah, I was going to say we could potentially flip the Outland, but I think just playing these is...
Oh, trust your gut.
Yeah.
There's a lot of lines here.
Honestly, I think of just because of Seasoned Dungeoneer off the top, it's probably best to cycle Soul Guide. Yeah, I'm just going to cycle Soul Guide here. See what we draw into. 1 mana, draw a card.
All of them are all colors.
Swords
so...
is fantastic because now we can source our own creature if needed. I could have played this, but I like holding up some stuff.
Sure. Saga's excellent too. Just no fourth.
I guess Sword also stops them like from attacking with Seasoned Dungeoneer, which is really nice.
Mm-hmm. Are we just holding it?
I think so, yeah. I think it's more so to swords our own creature.
Roger that.
Oh, we get a free creature now? Nice. No, it's fine.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Let's go for Saga.
Okay.
And then...
probably plus Boo and plus Walker.
Yeah, I think getting this Boo big is a good one. Make it so they can't waste on this. No, there's no Wasteland, but... Attack with the Boo.
8 is big.
Nice, we'll play the Halfling. We've played a land for Zenith Saga, so let's draw a card.
Yep.
Nice. Man. It all came down to us being able to steal the Monarch and then draw that one sword.
I didn't think we had a chance.
Yeah. But that's nice, because when it's, if we're 100% to lose, then we might as well take that 1%.
Uh-oh.
This might be 4th?
It is.
That's fine.
I think it's fine.
Yeah, this is more than fine. Especially with our own sword.
Okay.
I feel like this is like attack with everything and then see how I block and then potentially concede after. Nice. That's a pretty cool board.
Yeah.
All right. So if we go to blocks, the easy ones are big, trade, big. Oh, these have trample, don't they? So we should actually, put a 2/2 in front of this and the 4/1 in front of this. Here, 3/3. We can... They do have trample, so I think this is where we stop blocking and then just swords our own knight.
Well, hold on. What if we double block one of the tokens?
Mm-hmm.
With the one Delighted Halfling block. Yeah.
Yep.
Bird and Noble block. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, and then we sword the other one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Double check everything, but I think that's good.
Yeah, so if we stop this, they go up to 20, they go up to 30, 36, and then we can swing back for 9. They only cast one spell, so I guess we can't fetch, so 9 plus 3 is 12, plus 10 is 22, plus 2 is 24, plus 3. Yeah, I think we... There's no trample that tramples over, which is good here. So I think, yeah.
Hey, Dave. Okay. And then we plow the remainder.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Do you have you do have a stop here? Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This does open up a little bit to potentially Seasoned Dungeoneer next turn, but I think that's okay.
We're also going to have a saga get a whatever the heck it's called, a Shadowspear soon. Okay,
that's hilarious. All right, nothing end step.
okay. No more basics.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Oh, Punishing Fire.
Not bad. Okay. We don't have lethal. A part of me does think we possibly just draw 4 here. Or draw 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we attack with the boot
first.
thrust and then
Yeah. And blow up a token, I think.
Nice. Yeah, that also stops our Seasoned Dungeoneer because they won't have a creature in play.
Yeah. Clock is an issue here, so I'm just going to shut up. Oh, we should have also activated Wrenn, but maybe we down tick. But we're going to have 7 cards in our hand, so maybe we don't down tick.
Yeah, that's a good point. I was going to say we would. I was going to down tick, but because we'll have all those cards, maybe it was better just to attack.
Yeah. You drive here.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh, 4th as well.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's start with.
Do we just 4th here?
Land?
Is that the best counter to 4th?
Yeah, so we definitely want to go with Punishing Fire on this.
I was going to say if we 4th, that stops them from 4th.
That's true, yeah.
But maybe it's too late now.
I think we just play Shadowspear and then hold up, make a token.
I would equip Shadowspear.
Ah, yes. Sorry, that's bad. That's on me.
All right,
that's all good.
It's okay.
I don't believe they have a hasty threat.
And I think we also forgot to uptick.
Yes. That's all good. I think there's a lot of math we're missing just because of the Coast Stream and yeah. But that's all good. I mean, next turn a massive 4th is going to get there. This is game 1.
Yes, it's game 1.
They have 2 cards.
Yeah, we do. Solitude, okay.
That's fine. Probably Solitude, the Ramunap. Okay.
That's fine.
Nice. Yes. Forge. Let's just go on night. Just from a time perspective, I think I'm just going to 4th construct. And then put a. I should have actually played mana there. Apologies.
Okay.
Let's keep open 2 mana. Oh yeah. This. Sorry. Let's 4th and then Shadowspear on night.
I like it. Also plus bow.
Yeah.
And plus your walker. At least plus bow.
Yeah. Could have also. I guess we could play another saga. We should have played another lane because of the little time constraint, but now we get to tick up on this as well. And then go pretty much attack with everything. We'll hold some stuff back, but maybe could have gone for
Could have
lethal
lost
there.
on night too.
Oh, because it's got trample, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we could have also like attacked with knight and then thrown knight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. I'm sad we might lose this game, this match. Got to play super quick. Is there any merit to when we get to sideboard, if we, assuming we win here, which we should, we just concede game 2 and go to game 3 where we're on the play, hit 4, or you can get it back with your thing, but yeah,
that's all good. I'm not going to. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass.
Yeah,
draw a card 6,
and that hits 6 here.
Yeah, I don't mind conceding and going to on the play.
Damn.
Should see how they mulligan. Yeah. All right. We're just going to go no and just attack with everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I guess we get to trap them.
Yeah. You could just throw a bow if you want, or throw something.
Come on, Saga.
Shit. Throw a knight.
Yeah.
Easy. Cool.
All right, there we go. Nice. Insane.
Yeah. Let's pause here. I need like a second for my brain.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a
Carador,
little
I think I like what Dave is saying too, and Lurifix. So if our hand kind of sucks, we just you take control. Duke will take the wheel, and yeah, probably just those two. Endurance has a little bit of game.
Yeah, especially as a flash threat.
It's not great.
Hey Harry, good to see you.
Let's ditch Sylvan, even though I don't want to, but it's like the most time consuming as well.
Yeah, maybe those 4 for those 4.
I like it. Could consider oof, but
yeah, very true. All good.
Yeah, dude will take the wheel. Yep. All right.
To be fair, 5 minutes to win a game is pretty easy. We don't have a green source that is untapped. Yeah. Just making sure we have mana online is pretty huge. And like as much as we can swords here and Wasteland, I think just getting a creature on board as well is pretty huge. That isn't Dryad Arbor.
Mm-hmm. You're the man now, dog. I haven't heard that in a while.
Mulligan keep. Yeah, this is pretty good. Probably bottom the second waste.
Okay. Yeah. Did they mull to 5 or 6?
They're mulliganing to 6 cards. So we'll keep bottom the Wasteland, and then we'll 6.
Part of me thinks we scoop here, but I don't know. We could draw like a mana dork.
I think if they like maybe chalice into creature, that might just be a concession. Because it takes a fair while to get rid of the chalice and then having like to not be able to swords their threat.
Such a gnarly game 1. They should give us like 5 minutes for like enduring that, you know?
mountain. Chromox, this definitely feels like a chalice unless they have a Simian Spirit Guide. Oh, Petal, okay. Archon's pretty good. Fourth, okay.
Really good.
What I should have done there is play fetch, get Dryad Arbor, untap swords, and then attack in.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry, I saw that. Hey, Buffalo Chicken. We're just going to take this. See if they play another creature. No. There's no real need to... I guess just because in case we draw a 2-drop.
I think it's scoop.
Yeah, we'll see what this is. Maybe one more turn. I think at 4 minutes we'll make the call.
Okay. I'd hit 0. Yeah. You did that. You did the right thing.
Ooh.
Fetch.
Come on, Dryad Arbor.
Arbor. Okay, let's scoop.
Yep. Probably I don't mind the Collector Oof.
Okay.
Probably over a Wrenn, just because Wren's like a lot of time.
I like it.
Yeah. Creature heavy start would be very cool.
I could see ditching a pun over a Wrenn.
Yeah, there we go. Nice. I do like, yeah, Chad also said that Wrenn creates hasty threats, which is very relevant.
Mm-hmm.
All right. On the play. No.
Mull.
Easy.
Mulligan.
No. Yeah, that's a good.
Bummer.
There are some pretty nice 5s.
Yeah. Turn 1 dork with the plow. That's probably about as good as it gets.
Okay.
Not bad.
Bottom. Yeah, probably the Dryad.
Wait. Hit cancel.
Yep.
Keep Wrenn because we don't have red.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. Sorry,
Wait, cancel. No Arbor.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. Perfect.
Six and six.
6 and 6.
If we
6
draw
is
a
such a
fetch
good
land, are we
button.
fourthing potentially?
I think so. We'll see what happens here, though. All right.
That's fine. Wasteland's better for
Dork,
us.
please.
Ooh,
Yep.
Yes. Do we go for
You know what to do.
birds because of red?
Did they power Arbor?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't an Arbor. It was a
Noble.
Okay. Yeah. Waste. Maybe.
A little bit tougher. We don't draw land, but I think like we're putting ourselves in a decent spot.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Uh-oh. Maybe that was a mistake. Did he say steak? I liked your line better. I should have listened.
No, all good. See what they have.
I think it's a fable.
Okay.
Tap to add, please. Damn.
Let's go for bird.
Yep.
Yeah. Just because Delighted Halfling doesn't make red.
Exactly. Wonder how much different it would be if we didn't waste. Like in some ways, like we never know. They could have played something even more horrible. So
Yeah, it's tough because this turn they probably have a 4-drop, the token of Shaman, and then a mana source. Especially getting to look as well. Well, with no discard. Or
Terrifying. I think the best draw is probably land here.
oh, that's not too bad.
That's
Like we still have the colors for 4th here, or in Solitude.
now we're dead.
Yeah.
It's pun or nothing. Fuck. All right. Yeah, I think so. We're drawing Saga. It's going to be sad. Like even basic Forest doesn't help us. I think it's just pun. And then we're just so far behind, unfortunately. If we had like a Fury or something, maybe, you know. But yeah, I think we're in scoop territory here. Damn.
The first game was sweet. That makes up for the loss.
It was. I think so.
Season.
And they have Thing. Yep. I hate when they have Thing.
Tough.
The Enlightened Tutor version struggles against this. I think winnable, but even the game we won was like kind of felt lucky.
Look, no reason to send this hand back.
I like it. And you said it, Carador. Being on the draw a lot's kind of a bummer.
Yeah, I don't think we've had a play yet, but oh, Mountain. Okay, that definitely makes me want to go for a basic here.
Do it.
But then if that's actually that's interesting because then do we want to keep the Green Suns for another mana dork? Then go for it.
I think we ramp personally.
Yeah, to be fair, because if they have a Blood Moon effect, we have the Liberator.
That and I feel like it would be Magus.
Yeah, that's fair.
So it's like
oh, nice. This is fine.
Okay. Yeah, it's fine. I don't even think you pop it for a while.
Yeah.
Unless you need to.
I guess we get Wasteland into play.
Yeah, and do not attack with Arbor.
Yeah, tap like this.
Yeah, I like that much better. I think that shutting off the dual land or whatever the soul land is better. Some consideration to end a turn do it, but we'll see what they do. Good read, by the way. We got pretty lucky.
Yeah, it's very interesting to always see Stompy players keep Mountain Pass for a turn 2/3 drop. A lot of the time, I feel like it's not good enough. You need to have at least like turn 1 Chalice. Like you probably have a really good 6 as well. It's going to hit like Soul Land something into a 3-drop. And Mountain Pass is such a big giveaway that you're on some sort of Stompy deck that giving us the turn to actually fetch for the 1 basic is huge.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that doesn't matter. Honestly, so I think we're happy to flip this. Play a land and just pass back.
Okay.
I guess we get to attack with
we
both.
Could always...
Yeah.
And we still have pun up, which is nice. And I think we'd probably hit Chalice first, depending.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
We also had the Haywire Mite to kill the moon if we kill Chalice.
Yeah.
See what this shit is. Okay, we have to do thing now. I guess we hit Chalice and then play Haywire Mite.
It's only 2 damage.
Oh. Neat. Okay.
Yeah, you can do that.
GG.
Maybe they thought for a second that like a tomb was tapping for 2.
That, or they just didn't realize it turned into a 3.
Yeah.
That's probably more likely. Okay. Cool. I think we go after Chalice here.
Yeah.
And we could consider playing Haywire Mite. Your call.
Yeah, I don't mind that. Honestly.
Oh, no. Oh,
sorry.
Not a big deal. Tap. Yeah. It's fine. I don't think it's going to bite us.
Yes, of course, because you need to sacrifice. Yeah, that's yeah. Yes, that was obviously
the best of us.
Tap. I'm so sorry. I apologize.
Been there.
It's. I'm just gonna concede.
Yeah, I know. I like Duke will take the wheel.
I really like this. This like just do nothing. Like I don't expect any sort of flash creatures out of them either. It is you have to, right?
You do have to. Yeah.
There is a world where they could like activate Den and block, but we have the Wasteland for that.
We do.
They are going to.
They're going for it. Yeah. So we.
Okay.
Let's waste.
Oh, we can Punishing Fire it. That's pretty good. And then waste to Soul Land.
Okay. Okay. I think it's not waste to Soul Land, but I think it is Pun Fire that. I think it's play Night unless you feel strongly otherwise. Okay.
That's fair. That's also, yeah, it's pretty good because even like a Fury would only be able to trade with the Knight potentially.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ring.
Yep. Do you mean
light?
Spanish
Yeah,
ring?
right. Yeah.
All good. Yeah. I was like, wait a second.
Maybe Endurance is an oof, but not sure.
Yeah, I like the oof. Tutor's interesting. The Soul Guide can come out.
Sure.
I really like these. I really like Minsc, obviously, because you just need the green source to get it down through a Blood Moon.
Exactly. It's how much do you like Endurance is really the thing here.
Yeah.
And how much do you like Collector Oof versus Endurance?
I do like that Oof hits Chrome Mox and also the treasure tokens. Yeah, maybe a library.
I'm gonna trust you guys. It's all good. I could see taking a Saga out to play around Moon as well.
Yeah, I don't mind that. Even going down to 24 lands if we're cutting 2 Sagas.
I'm cool with that.
And then, how does Wrenn and Blood Moon work? All lands are mountains,
Wrenn
but they
gets
also
around Blood Moon.
Yeah, cool. That's awesome. But to be fair, if Blood Moon's out and we have access to 2 green, we're probably doing a pretty good job.
crushing life, dude. I am satisfied.
Oh, actually, this is a
It's
61.
a 61 card.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Man, that game was sweet. Game history.
That one.
Yeah.
Turn 1 million.
I want to get to that stage where we had the fourth.
Yeah, you said it, Saito. The fact they didn't attack here. The plow was a really nice draw too. Kind of things came together. But then they did that shit. And then they did that shit. Oh, this deck is so tilting to watch. Is our opponent still sideboarding?
They just went back.
Okay. Yeah, we're at like 1 here.
There.
This is like the turn.
No, there. There. Okay.
We draw.
That's
plow.
that's past it. Damn, it actually skipped past it. That's all good. We have a pretty decent hand. We have access to the forest with yeah.
Yeah, this is hand. It doesn't get old for me.
Opponent's gone to 5 cards.
I like that.
So I think now, for their sake, they really need turn 1 moon.
That's the way, Carador. Oh, that's.
I think
we have Sylvan Library.
Yeah, I think just because we have library, forest is great. Also, forest gets us out of Blood Moon thanks to Haywire Mite, and then hopefully library can find white source. I like that Max Dorchen calls this books.
Books, yeah, I love that card. It
is very good.
This deck is so clunky. You need it. Like, if Once Upon a Time just somehow was playable in this deck with all the spells, maybe.
There it is. That's what we said.
Well, yeah, we're dead, I think, right?
Well, we'll see.
It's going to be hard to beat that.
Do we play out the Mite, or do we hold it so that we can activate if we find?
I think we play it out. To be honest, I mean, we can't fetch a forest. We have a 1 in 53 chance of drawing the forest.
There we go.
That was nightmare. There's no Force of Vigors either. So I think we're going to have to hope that this gets there in 19 turns or 18 turns. Like, not even joking. Like, the chances of drawing basic forest are pretty much nil. There is no Fable. There is no Fury. It's probably GG already, Holmes.
Bruh. We got Punishing Fire as well. We're definitely not playing this. We'll just put that over there.
Yeah.
I would assume the deck is constructed in this way that you don't often see too much Blood Moon around.
Yeah, I think that the Enlightened Tutor version, has no Force of Vigors, so it's just, you probably could have put 2 Force of Vigors in over the Endurances or something. Fall meta call probably, but turn 1 have Moon and 3 mana is kind of bad manner.
Look, we have Punishing Fire open, so
we do.
Did I dismiss? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
Oh geez, you throw it.
Oh my gosh. If
We could have had greatness.
this is fine.
Will we punt that shit? One card combo. If we just top deck the one forest, but there's 50 gosh darn cards in our deck.
Cursed Mirror. Huh.
Look at me. I'm the Haywire Mite.
Wow, they're going to attack.
I guess play the saga. I'm joking.
I was going to say, it dies, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it sure does.
Let's discard the second library. I will make them have to win.
Yeah.
This is just... Oh my gosh. Does that mean we actually don't have an Out to the Moon?
Oh, no, we have basic forest.
Yeah, that's it.
Basic forest is the only way. Like, you have to draw 1 in 48 chance. That's it. One in 47.
Sadly, no fourth Gizlo. But I understand.
Yeah, no basic
Yep.
forest. Or no basic plains.
Plains? We don't do that here.
Yeah, I'm an avid non-plains gamer, especially with like the saga build. But if there is a lot of moon decks around, you probably don't want to play saga at that point. But damn it, I have thing.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we were gonna. Yeah, it's just
I think
we're
we're
on the play now.
Back. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if like Blood Moon is like the deck for sure, the saga build's pretty weak. Been seeing a lot less Blood Moons, but now it's like a new meta. So who knows? I've been finding the best way to do it is to watch your VOD or my VOD or whatever, the VOD. It's like these old games, like the replay mechanisms aren't great. We have a basic. I think it's a keep, but I don't know.
I think we can do better than that.
Okay.
Especially with mana dorks like this.
I like it.
Because it's a little bit tough because we don't have a white source, but we do have turn 2 endurance at worst.
Okay.
Yeah.
Deck's super awkward, huh?
It's fine. All right. Here we go.
Deck's really good when they don't turn 0 Blood Moon you, though.
This might just be a dead, honestly, on the Dryad Arbor.
It could be. In that case, I think we chose right.
The Green Sun's here, that'd be great. Oh, yeah.
Lil bot.
I like Noble.
Okay. Very similar here.
Also,
only
nice that the Knight's now a 4/4 at least. Rebel. That's fine. Now a lamp at the top is great because then we can double spell.
Any land.
Nice. That's even
Cool.
better. Now that's a 5/5 and out of Fury range. Probably, if anything, I could have got Plateau there, as it allows us to Punishing Fire and get back.
I agree, but
yeah,
minor. If they attack, we don't call their bluff.
Yeah, you can have the 1.
Yeah. And then I think it's Wasteland, maybe. We'll see. They're definitely doing Thing right now. I don't know what Thing is, but they definitely have Thing. 5 in hand, 4 mana.
Oh, Magus is fine.
Cool. Pun would be nice.
You say it. That's pretty good as well, honestly. I think we're getting in and then attacking. Sorry,
yeah,
getting
let's
in
attack
and
for
playing.
6. I agree. I think it's too risky to hold up Endurance and just hope. That they attack and do it. They probably wouldn't, I think it's second night. 5/5s are big.
They say second night, I say good night. Boom. That was funny in my head.
Nah, it was funnier. Not in my head. It was funnier out loud. Your delivery was spot on.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so now they have to attack with a token, which is probably still not blocking just because of Fury being in.
I would block it. I would
really
block it. Yeah. Okay, let's talk though. We have some time. 2 tokens next turn. Where we can't activate Night anyway.
No, but we can swing in for 10 and then hold up Endurance.
Dougal, take the wheel.
Because, yeah, if they Fury...
What about in 2 million years?
Oh, could we draw like Minsc? That'd be pretty sweet. Swords is nice.
Swords is better than mediocre, I must say.
Is Swords better than Endurance? I guess we can wait till what they do in their main phase.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, ways to do this. Okay.
Yeah, now I think we're more than happy to take the Goblin hit. Especially if they played the Simian Spirit Guide.
Okay. We could plow Moon and Endurance.
Yes.
That's one line. Just Endurance. You're thinking lethal. I'm just thinking playing the board. So another Dougal take the wheel here.
Is there a way? Yeah, I was trying to think if there's a way to like get rid of a blocker and then have a knight that's just pumped up.
Some pumped up kicks.
Yeah, I guess because I think I am going to Swords here. Maybe not. Maybe we just take it.
Hold on.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go to 10. So we might as well block 1. And then we swing back with everything. And then we have the swords anyway for the Rebel Master.
I think we're so far ahead. My line is player the board. Your line is like play the life total. So
I'm not going to target anyone. Yeah, I'm happy to.
you're not getting that boom bust opponent. All right. Shame on you.
Oof. They can't double block here, which is nice because then that's lethal, and they can't do anything like too crazy. Okay. It's pretty good. Now we just get to play knight, hold up sword.
I like it. Take it. Okay. Chat's down with the Dougal lines here. I'm digging it.
Just. Even like Hardcast Fury doesn't do it. Each knight is a lethal threat. Hearse would be quite good for them.
It's going to take 2 really good cards and probably 1 free spell.
Happy to take this. This shows weakness because they're not attacking with a rabble, of course. Chrome Mox. Hardcast Fury? But even then, the knight still gets through.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really tough.
Yeah. Cool.
Nice, Mark.
Digging it. Digging it. I feel like I wonder if we had more time in the initiative matchup, if we could have taken our time and had our thinks. Oh yeah, long league.
On the play. With a pretty...
On the play.
No white mana, but...
This is almost not hand, but I think it's hand.
I think you're cool. I think, yeah, it's got a lot to it if we get one single white source. Even one land.
So shout out to Dave J. Fisher. Sweet YouTube video, by the way. I watched a Pun Mav one. I have one more match left. I know it's like a long wait. Thank you for your Python stuff, and I really like your 4-color lists. Enjoying your content and your contributions.
Big fan of Dave.
Yeah, Dave sucks. No, sorry. I gotta stop doing that. Big fan of Dave. Yeah, sucks. Island.
Ponder.
Yeah, I do like your list. I think we play Haywire Mite, and we're at the mercy of the top deck. This looks like combo. It just feels like it.
Maybe like when I think of Ponder, Snow-Covered Island, and Misty, I think of like blue-green Omni with like Ice Fang. But obviously with Bowmaster, Ice Fang isn't that great, so...
Yeah, could be a learn.
Ugh.
Could also just be like... Oh, no, never mind. The Beanstalk decks are like 80 cards typically. They're really cool. All right, fetch land, Windswept Heath. Here it is. One time dealer.
Ooh, oh, no.
Oh, boy.
Opponent chose to shuffle off the Ponder, so...
Okay. This hand might not have been hand. All right. My bet is on show and tell.
Which thankfully Knight is decent.
And so is Haywire Mite.
Yeah, very true. Especially if we drew into Endurance. There's a world where we can, with the trigger and the stack of Endurance, use the Haywire Mite on Omniscience before they get to cast something at sorcery speed, like a creature.
That's true. Saga does it as well, but we probably just slam Saga if we drew it, so... Yeah.
No land.
Sylvan, Saga, Fetch, really... Okay. Blue-green Omniscience is possible. Let's see what land they get.
Snow-covered island. Okay.
Is land.
Come on, land. Oh.
Okay. Well, that's something. I think we don't attack with our... Yeah, you're on top of it.
Nice.
Great minds think different. That's the expression.
Finish sentences.
Yes.
We are one.
That's so stupid. Alarian? Probably Omniscience, right?
There we go.
Yeah, there it is. This is going to be a rough game to do. It would be cool if we won with this shitty ass army, though.
Hey, we're just going for Minsc, I think.
I have no idea.
Minsc does tap us off. To be fair, I actually think maybe
do we just play Knight?
Yeah, because then we still have a mana open for a Haywire Mite effect, but we wouldn't have anything to put in off a show and tell.
What about 4th for 2? Or for 1?
Yeah, perfect. Love it.
They're going to force a will. They're going to force this anyway.
Maybe they're a Star Wars fan.
Maybe.
It's a May the 4th joke, but it's not even the 4th, is it? What's the 10th? In September.
No. By the way, today's 9/9/99, which is when, or not 9/9/99, 9/9, but on 9/9/99, the Dreamcast came out in the US.
That's cool.
Yeah, 24 years ago. Memorable day for me.
2, 4, 5, 6. We have lethal next turn. Yeah, even if their show and tell target is like a Traxa here, we have the Knight to go and find Karakas.
Yeah, they have to have the whole enchilada here, I think.
So show and tell.
Yeah.
Put in Knight.
I think it's pronounced Knight.
They have Omni. Even Emrakul doesn't do it here.
They would take an extra turn, which is like, scary.
Yeah. Trax is fine. I think in response we hit.
I think Haywire is less, right?
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
Hunting Wish. Okay.
Are they going to get like a Trick Mine, you think?
To be fair, yeah, like subtle. Yeah, they get to stifle it. It's tough because if you allow the trigger to resolve, they probably find Emrakul and then have lethal through both. But if you go off, then they do obviously have the Cunning Wish line.
A Mapson, Shenmue, in my opinion, for the best Dreamcast game. There's definitely some honorable mentions though. I like Crazy Taxi. I also like the fact, I think I'm confident that.
Nice.
Yeah. Did you have that one?
I've definitely heard of it. Is it similar to GTA? Or like
not
there's like
really.
was it like a Simpsons version of it? No.
Yes, there was.
Okay.
Yeah, kinda. It's like
There is
they hit the Omni. All right, we're dead if they hit Omni or Emrakul. Yeah. Okay. Bummer. That was close. Okay. We have a lot of things. I like Banishing Light. That's the best one, and the tutors.
Yeah.
Ethersworn's good. Yeah, all that.
Punishings, Ramunap, Soul Guide, Shadowspear.
Do we want Needle for Crystal Brand or for like something else?
I would assume the only Needle target they most likely have is Ottawara. I believe they'd run Emrakul and Atraxa. Maybe it's worth Grizzle.
Oh, 4th on 0 fish. That might have been better.
4th on 0. I didn't even think of that because you still get. Yeah, I thought it was one of these creatures deals combat damage. It's not just any creature you control deals combat damage.
That's interesting. Cool. Yeah, that probably was the line. Okay. Torpor Orb stops Atraxa. It's not great, but it's a thing. I could see pulling out some of the walkers. They're very expensive.
Maybe the Wrens don't do a whole lot, and maybe a Comet. Actually, no. That's 61 right there.
I think I like Wrenn better than Comet because you could dig.
Yep. Nice.
Pretty
happy with that.
Sorry. There is some merit to keeping some ETB trigger stuff. But like endurances. But I don't know if
sometimes they play Uro.
I could see maybe the Wrenn or the I think I like Wrenn better than Boo here. What do you think?
Yeah, I think having one Boo is quite nice to have.
Yeah, that's a good point, Fish.
A little bit awkward because we'd want to Tig into 4th, but obviously can't do that.
I think it's a mull. It's close though.
Yeah, I think just because this hand is a lot better, we can probably keep this.
Yeah.
We're probably bottoming the Minsc because we have the 4th.
I think so.
We can also tutor for O-Ring to have that in hand.
That's true. Let's lead with a Savannah and Ramp, Dryad. I think.
Yeah.
I don't think we're in a total rush yet for the Enlightened Tutor. I think we can
wait a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably next turn just carpet into Deafening Silence.
Or just 4th.
Yeah.
Depends on what we draw here, but the good thing about Deafening Silence is it would shut down Omniscience for a turn. Okay. I
kind of like.
I don't know. I think 4th, but I don't know.
So 4th allows us to draw a card, which means if we do it next turn, we could potentially 4th and then Enlighten Tutor 2nd main and then draw the card of the like draw O-Ring off the Monarch so that we have O-Ring for show until on turn 3.
So you like Carpet and Deafening Silence?
Yes, but to be fair, if we play the Deafening Silence out, we can't both 4th and Enlighten Tutor. I think in that case, I do like your play of 4th this turn.
Okay. Let's get Plat, I think.
Yeah. Double white's pretty nice. Red, white. Carpet isn't
Carpet's
free because we want to use the mana this turn, not in our next main phase.
The good news is this is tough. We have a really weird line that might come up. I'll talk to you about it later. Okay. One of those where you're like your expedition map might have been the way to go.
Oh, that's cool.
Chances are they're not.
Ooh. Don't you do it.
They're doing it.
Okay. It's definitely silence.
Definitely that, but
it's not the worst.
Do that plow. Do we play? I feel like we plow on their turn to stop them from doing 2 spells.
Cunning Wish, Show and Tell, Prismatic Vista. Okay, so we know about these.
4th Arlingus? Is that what you're asking, Mighty Penguin?
I believe so. A land.
Okay. Well, we could. This is not great.
I think in hindsight, maybe I should have, because we probably want to each it for Oblivion Ring. And if we're going to do that, I should have done it in our upkeep so that we can potentially draw it. But we can still draw it in.
Well, but then we can't cast it because it.
No, but what we can do is potentially cast like Enlightened Tutor this turn, and then Swords. In their turn.
I think so. I think Sword in their turn is the way. I don't think the damage is that relevant. A Banishing Light. Yeah. Okay. One of those expedition maps would have been nice. It's funny. We were just talking about that.
I think you would have to attempt a sword before anything else.
I agree.
And then potentially next turn.
Bummer.
Force Pitcher Traxer.
Yeah. They usually don't go off turn 2, so this is like an unusual game. I think we're going to have to try to cast the Banishing Light here. It's a bummer, but I don't think we have to get the Monarch back. And we have to deal with this gosh darn 6/6 or 7/7. They think they could cast a spell, but they can't, or something.
Yeah, so luckily they have to have like double force. They can't like brainstorm into a force again.
Yeah.
Oh, they're playing a land, but they're tapping it for mana.
Okay. Let's hope they made a mistake. Did he say stake? Cool. I think they made a mistake. I don't know what creature they would have for 4 mana. Okay.
That is Green Suns for Night, which turns on Karakas, which I don't mind.
What is more valuable, Knight or Monarch?
I think Knight, because then we have the Banishing Light still for Show and Tell Emrakul.
Dougal take the wheel.
Dougal takes the wheel.
Dougal take the wheel.
Nice.
I mean, this is definitely some ouch. No doubt about that.
At least for their deck, like if we're at 1, if we're at 10, there isn't too much difference.
That's true.
But they do have Cunning Wish, so if they have Omniscience, then it obviously gets harder as well.
We got the def.
Ah, yeah, we do. Thank you. Nice.
Yeah. If we had Overwhelming Splendor, would we have gotten that instead of Banishing Light or some other ridiculous enchantment or artifact that's like
Overwhelming Splendor.
Or like,
oh my gosh. Okay, that's their spell for turn.
It's a one-sided humility.
Ah, interesting. Yeah, what if they can't... I guess they could potentially beat it through bounce with that subtlety card they can fetch up.
True.
But still. Okay. Well, that's
we
free.
could double spell here, which is nice.
Yeah.
And then we carpet, I think.
Yeah. Might as well carpet this.
I don't know what land we're going to use to Karakas, but I don't think it matters.
Nice. Very nice.
I guess Ethersworn or like a Haywire Mite or something. I'm trying to think of what our best draw is here. No blast, unfortunately, in the Knight and Tutor build.
Ice Fang? Impulse. Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
1. So we have 10. So we have a 3-turn clock.
Mm-hmm.
They use a Cunning Wish. Another tutor would be pretty sweet.
That's true. The Knight is really sweet here, but the O-Ring is cool. Or Banishing Light.
I wonder if they play Eureka.
Oh. Possibly. Arkin was doing that for a while. We got 69 viewers. Nice. Nice. Like Boo or something stupid. Comet. 4th.
Yeah, Planeswalker would be sweet with Halfling in play.
Yeah.
Discard City.
Grove, just as good. One other consideration was getting a Saga.
Yes, that's very true.
But I don't think that's better. But I'm just saying words at this point.
Look, Guy's Will does seem pretty cool, Epic Storm. Especially with Veil as well. Island Cycling's fine. But yeah, definitely. That sounds great. Especially to finish off and have the complete cast of... That's a pretty nice draw. The Everyday Eternal podcast. The Eternal Glory podcast. Apologies. I did this last night as well.
Yo, that's the homie?
I know. I apologize. I apologize. If you want to check out some Besiege content, definitely check out Brian Cook on YouTube. I feel like he's a player who's going to be playing around with it.
Brian Cook beat me up and stole my lunch money.
They do have Eureka.
Oh, boy. That's kind of fart.
Oh, it starts with us?
I think we say no.
But then we don't get to put anything in, I believe.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Now
we say yes. I think it'll resolve right after.
Interesting stack.
I think they
so many colors.
Yeah. Okay. So now we hit that shit. Please die. Cool. Make sure we do a bounceroo after that.
One? Oh my gosh. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may play land cards and cast spells from the top of your library anytime. Once during each of your turns, you may cast a spell from your hand or the top of your library without paying its mana cost. Thankfully, I think next time we're just going to get Teague. And that should wrap things up.
As the homie would say, the zip zop zupa?
Sure.
I haven't heard Art say that in a while.
Cunning Wish, one with the multiverse. Okay.
So we do a bounceroo here.
Yes. Nice.
Please die.
Here we go. Oh, they have to go to a discard. That's pretty nice. Okay.
Damn.
We will just use this mana right now. I believe
Teague,
they have a force. Yeah.
Okay.
But that is more than fun.
Do you want to tap for more mana, just to bluff anything?
Yeah, I actually like that a lot.
Okay. I don't know about that. All right.
Could be Sagata. Oh my gosh, they let it resolve. Okay.
Okay, alright. I like it. I like 5. Like, yeah, to think about it. Like, yeah, 5.
All right. They are most likely at 6 with this fetch. And they
I
have
feel like
one spell to cast. It kind of has to start with Bounce Spell and Deafening Silence, but then it's quite tough because if they show and tell, we can just put it back into play, and then that's their spell.
I think we got this one.
I think it pretty much has to be Bounce, Deafening Silence into...
Okay.
Guess we just
well, that's their one spell.
I assume we just put in Bird because it can block an Emrakul if they somehow attack with it. Oh, okay, they put that into play. That makes sense. That gets around Gaddock Teague. Okay, that's fine because we have the blocker.
Okay. I don't even know what that card does, but it looks like Omniscience, but not Omniscience.
Pretty much.
Okay.
So we get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think here we survive an Emrakul attack, which is pretty cool.
I hate that they have thing.
They're fetching because they want to look at the top and see new cards.
Okay.
There is one other card that I'm very scared of. That's not it. But
yeah,
potentially if they find another one of these or that.
They can't do that though.
They haven't cast a non-creature spell this turn yet, but
Oh.
that might be it.
That might be it. Yeah, they could wait. Can they could cast Emrakul again? I don't know what that card does.
You may look at the top card of your library at any time. You may play land card and cast. I guess they could. They can brainstorm it back on top. But maybe there's a play where at the beginning of combat we just return it to make them have to do that.
They already played the free spell, is what Ben says.
Oh, yes, they played Emrakul, but they got the dismember of Traxa, right? Yeah.
So like we could bounce Emrakul and they can't do it. Just make sure. I'm just like talking out of my ass here. I don't know what that card does.
So I believe that was this turn, right? Are we on their second turn of Emrakul or their first turn of Emrakul? This is their first turn of Emrakul.
Yes, because
yes.
Yeah, this is their second turn.
Yes, so we can just return this.
Yeah.
Nice.
In chat, we trust.
And then I assume they put it back in here with show and tell. Nice chat. Yeah, thank you. Okay, you can preordain.
All right. Please
top
die.
one bottom.
They can't cast creatures at instant speed or some shit with that card, right?
No. There we go. Oh, that was game 2?
That was game 2.
Yeah, I think we just run it back. Maybe Torpor, just seeing how much they play Atraxa.
Atraxa. Okay. That would. Okay. Maybe the endurance goes or something.
I like that.
Okay. That was crazy.
This does have the Banishing Light, which is nice.
I think this is Dougal take the wheel. I'm not sure about it. I don't hate it.
Yeah, it's tough. It is a 1-lander.
Half of our deck is lands, roughly. But yeah. Dave likes this.
Yeah, I think on the draw it's pretty nice. It's tough if they show and tell, if it's in the blind and they show and tell in a creature and we play the Banishing Light. I feel like that's kind of a loss for us because it's one less omniscience we can Banishing Light. Especially when we have Knight and Swords for things like Atraxa and Karakas. But I think we can do pretty well with this. It's got a lot of pressure, which is nice.
I think we have a pretty good chance to draw land too. So
I think
if we
was
draw
good for Savannah.
Yeah.
Chose to shuffle. Just don't draw that one card. Oh, okay, that's actually pretty good as well. I'm actually happy to try to carpet this turn into Dryad Arbor.
I like it. That's perfect.
The one card I didn't want to draw was Dryad Arbor.
Yeah. That would have been really bad.
Carpet. Put the stack over here.
And then
second
I'm
main.
confident we just get the Arbor here, right?
Yes.
We don't get to do 2 spells on turn 1 too often, so that feels really good.
Yeah.
If they cast Show and Tell, what do we do? Is it Night or is it Banishing Light?
Thankfully, we won't have to worry about it this turn because I don't believe this version plays Lotus Petals. But yeah, that's a really tough one. I think it would be Banishing because I feel like, yes, that's always a tough one.
3 mana here. It could be Wrenn downtick or Sylvan.
Or Night.
I think I like. Or
because
Night.
if we play the if we play the Night this turn, and they show and tell.
I think I like Night.
Yeah, I feel like if they show and tell with a Night in play, they have to put in a enchantment like Banishing Light, like in Omniscience.
I agree.
I don't see them just getting like value off a Traxer.
I think you're right, Lawrence. Miracle player. I hope you're doing well.
Played the city, so they're going to show and tell.
It's the year 2009. Banishing Light.
Oof.
Don't you dare Cunning Wish.
Tough. It's not too much we could do there.
No, there's nothing we could have done. They had the thing. I think we're dead. Bummer. Oh, that's tilt.
Well, they really
it literally has to be like Haywire Mite and they whiff here or something. Yeah, now it's GG.
Shared summonings?
Probably.
Yeah. Tough. Well, we finish 3-2. Which honestly, like, not too unhappy about. I think it's a tough deck to co-host due to the grind, but yeah, there's some sweet games in there, especially that game 1 against Red White Initiative. That was sweet.
Yeah. I'm hoping Mapson's still gonna play, so I want to get off soon if he is. But
yeah,
I'm
good.
very happy we did this.
Yeah, I'll see if he is going to bed. Oh, nice. He's ready whenever. So, okay. Yeah, I might quickly get ready. But
I'll log off soon. Yo, thank you, dude. Thank you, chat.
You're welcome. Definitely check out
Enlightened Tutor.
Oh, it was sweet. There's a few times tonight where Enlightened Tutor was really good.
I think so. I think it's against like Omniscience. You can see like it just feels like it's just a tad behind where it needs to be. So yeah, I'll log off here and let Mike play. It looks like he's happy to do it.
Nice, very cool. Thank you very much, Mark. If you want to check out twitch.tv/StrassDaddy and also find him in the Maverick Discord, you can find him there. I'm gonna be back in 5 minutes while I set up for Mapson. Don't go away. We'll be right back.